Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to the Crust. We are playing in the New Horizons update and we have progressed again. Between episodes I did some work. We're up to 5.5 million in cash, so that's pretty good. And I'm going to let this play. I have been ripping through the research, so if we have a look, I've been focusing all of my attention on the upgrades for the MDR and it's starting to pay off. If we head downstairs, we can see that our belts are now filling up and backing up, which is really good. The only thing that we're sort of struggling with at the moment is silicon. It's not really a struggle because the lines are starting to back up a little bit. I think maybe it just needs time to catch up, but we aren't getting as much silicon in as we should be. So much rare earth mineral, it's just insane. Actually, I'm going to pause this because it looks like I need another bucket. So let's get another big bulk storage in here and reconnect the belt. I think it's that level. Build it. Nah, it wasn't that level. I think it's this one. There we go. And then just make sure that we set this one for rare earth elements. All right, that should sort us out a little bit. That's why I left this big space, because we may run into these situations. Over here we have a full bucket of slag. That's going to need to get sorted out. So I'll have to put some more in there. But upstairs I do have spare capacity for slag. So yeah, this one is full. This one is getting there. And then this one has some in it. And I haven't connected those two. That could be a problem. So I'll just grab a belt and connect that in there. Build. All right, so that'll empty into there. As you can see, things are getting wild. We have a lot of resources, and we're now to the point that we don't run out of regolith being delivered before the next one arrives, before the next truck arrives. I've also changed up the way things work. I only have one truck, and I have 4 MDRs now. And they're kind of focusing on different things. There's one up there, one there, one there, one there. And they're close enough now that one truck is able to go out, empty it mostly. If I put, the thing is, if you put too many trucks in, they stall each other when they get back to base because only one can enter the base at a time on that route. Anyway, it's not a big deal. But I do want to expand and I want to start getting towards territories. I think I've built a few probes. There's the territory probe. Maybe I should do more of those. This one is searches for local features affecting Helium-3 extraction as well as the objects. All right, well, I have no idea. Maybe I'll put another one of those on. They are a little expensive, but you know, we've got resources. Resources are not a problem for us right now. Although the duralumin plates, they have been used a lot. So I'm struggling with them, and to that end, I did go and add 2 more assemblers, so that that production can be increased. I've also added another assembler for the microcircuits. Anyway, what I'd like to do in this episode, I think I'm going to get more people. I switched one of these off because I did hit a little bit of a problem. I completely ran out of food, but I caught it just in time. And I allowed the robots to come and take organics out of this box. So I've switched that one off because it was literally using everything. And this box emptied, which was the one that the robots were allowed to take stuff out of. So yeah, they couldn't make food. And I was surprised at how quickly the food ran out. These people eat a lot. Yeah, and I'd also like to do the upgrade for these so I can push out more organic. And that means I can get rid of these two. Anyway, we finished some research. What have we got? Outpost RTG. Yeah, so that will be electricity for outposts. I still have no idea how they work, but we'll get there. Anyway, there's a lot to do, so let's get stuck in. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of these. Don't need them anymore. And just remove all the belts as well. And I can take that little joint out so it doesn't slow things down. And put that belt in, build it, and then upgrade it until it's the same color. There we go. So the purple over here is actually blue. That's good to know. Let's go and have a look at what research we're doing. So I'm doing the mushroom farm upgrade tier 1. That's on the cards. The lunar bar I want to do to help people be happier. And I'm doing the mining speed upgrade 3. That's this one over here for the MDR. That will allow us to mine faster. And I think the MDRs are used in outposts. I could be wrong, but I'm bulking them up anyway. I'd also like to get this cargo bay upgrade, not because I want more space in the cargo bay, but because there's a mining area selection. It allows you to set an automated mining route over a large area. Not sure what it is, but I think it's important. And then I'm going to have to queue up the biogenerator, not because I want the biogenerator, but because of the fusion reactor. Although, you know, we're probably not going to need that. move that out the way. We're not going to need that, not for a while, so I'll hold off on that. I think more importantly are green and orange science and green we've just run out of, and my contracts, wow. Okay, let's go and buy some more green science. We'll get that one done. Probes are used not only to search for resources, but also to mark new territories for building outposts. All right, this is going to give us a bit of a lesson. So we can take the probe and we can see what's good. And then, oh, you actually mark territories with it. Okay, so on the orbital level, you go to the probe management menu, select the territory probes, mark the area you're interested in. At least 3 probes must be involved in the marking. Okay, so you close off and then you go, once marked, the marked zone is scanned. You'll receive detailed data and the ability to build an outpost. Oh, there we go. But now how far should you be away from your main base? That doesn't seem very far. Director, please note that renting new territories requires regular financial investment. Okay, we've had it. That's true, but if the outpost is built in the right place, the profit from helium-3 extraction will justify the cost. Okay, so I assume it's going to be expensive. Let's go back to the railgun. The territory probe is that one. How many do I have? 3. Let's put another one down so we can mark a square area or a rectangular area. And I'm going to take the priority off this building. So we're not making any big vehicles right now. But it looks like helium-3 is on the cards. So maybe let's have a look at what the cost is for the helium extractor. The helium harvester, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We can do that. It doesn't even take any composites. And I think we have plenty of control units. Oh, yes. That's awesome. We've even got a lot of composites now, but yeah, duralumin plates, a little bit of a problem. They are being used. So I will have to work on that. Both of these belts are still choked, and I don't really need to increase the fuel production right now. So this ice is fine. The aluminium is fine. So we've got aluminium. We've got lots of rare earth. So I think I'm going to add another machine on. We really need to increase the production here. So one more assembler, we'll shove it in over there, grab the power, bring it down to there, and plug it into the machine. Conveyors, this one will run through to there and straight in. Then we'll need that to there, and that can connect into there. Ah, there's that thing again. So we'll remove that, connect that to there, that into there, and this can just come around and straight into there. Cool. And this can come out and plug onto that line. Build all. This is going to be making for us duralumin plates. Just make sure that everything goes through on the belts the way it should. And there they are. Alright, that's good. I think I need to do the research. Let's go into research and see if we can research the upgrades for the assembler. Yeah, there it is. Maybe I can add that to the list. I think that's a good idea. That'll use up orange and green. Let's see, what's more important? Actually, I think that's probably more important than the MDR upgrade. MDR upgrade, we've already done one of those. If we have a look down here, we've already done one upgrade. And I think we're doing okay. Speed-wise on the MDR, we're doing fine. Right, anything else backing up? Not at the moment. We got lots of carbon fiber. And I have a lot of silicon, so let me do this. This is the one that goes into storage. So what I'm going to do is click on that, and I'm going to go this way as priority. Now everything that comes through will go that way until this line backs up, and then it'll go to storage. Yeah, I already have so much to the point where I've actually had to add more boxes in here. So yeah, we're up to 3 on some of them, and it's nice because at night you can get a visual look at which boxes are full and which will become a problem, thanks to the lights. That looks good. And always remember, the numbers over here don't really reflect what's in the box because the boxes carry different amounts. For example, we get 2048 in concrete, but in carbon fiber we only get 1024. And the modular frames only 512. Yeah, you see that package delivered little message? That means that there's a truck waiting outside. You don't have to do anything. As soon as this truck moves through, that message will go away and that truck will come in. Now, that's the problem with having too many trucks. You end up having them sitting on the outskirts waiting to come through. Anyway, what research was that? Oh, the lunar bar. Ooh. go and give the colonists something. Now, I have moved the data centers out of this room because I can now use this room as more of an entertainment area. So let's get our recreation. This is... That's not too bad. We'll put this in over there. And I might just move the canteen. I've had to build a second kitchen because I don't think one kitchen was keeping up with the food demand. Speaking of which, how are we doing? Okay, we're up to 47 again, so we're getting there. And soon the people will have a bar. I did put one of those VR things in. There it is, so people can game. There's a music box, which I think I'll put more in here. We have a couple of trees. You know, these little vertical gardens. Got a couple of them. People seem to be relatively happy. I haven't had any nervous breakdowns for a while. Even the botanists who had a bad trip from their mushrooms, they're fine. And I haven't lost anyone for a while. Power's looking good. We're at 73% and, well, we're almost at the end of the night. And I have rovers parked around doing nothing. Let's go and have a look for silicon. All right. Yeah, well, we've got silicon way over here. Actually, we are mining silicon over there. And if that fails, we can always move to this area, which is like right next to the base. But if we go over there, there's literally silicon and nothing else. Let me reduce that. Yeah, there's nothing else but silicon here. So maybe not a bad thing. Have some silicon. Go a little bit south. It improves a little bit. I'm going to be looking for areas with lots of helium and pretty much everything else. So I'm going to have to do some checking out because, yeah, we need to find a place where we're going to have an outpost. Anyway, that's not what I was doing. I was getting these guys to carry on scanning. I think I'll move back towards the base on this side. Let's see what is down here. Let's go and check that out. Okay, someone's tired, someone's hungry. Hunger is not because there's no food, because there definitely is food. Look at that, it dropped down to 31. Yeah, they do use a lot of food, so having a second kitchen, maybe a third one coming. Anyway, so yeah, I have this room for the data centers now. I can have other rooms up here. I can extend this out if I like. There are many options. And look at this, people already hanging out at the bar. Come on, guys, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, what I've got with the regolith is I've got 2 lines. I've changed things upstairs, so if we go up to our little center here, I did move this conveyor out, the one that brings out all the regular items, not the ores. And that plugs into this line, which feeds back into this. But there's one problem, because this is going to let out medicines, organics, and food. And I don't want them going in there. That's going to choke things up. We don't have that problem right now, but I need to look at putting another elevator in. So let's go and have a look at where that could be, bearing in mind that it needs to be somewhere. Maybe I should do this from downstairs. Let's go downstairs and check that out, because they need to come in over here. Oh, wait, I've got an elevator already. Oh, I did put the elevator in. Jeez. Bad memory. This is the elevator. So this one is taking in on this port. Right now it's taking in everything. Don't really want that. I cannot do anything with this. So I'm going to remove everything that's selected here. And I'm only going to select medicine, organics, and food. Now I don't have a place for the organics to go, but I don't expect to get a lot of them. And then on this one, now this doesn't have any of them selected. Now I don't know if helium-3 is stored in boxes yet, because I haven't used it. But I don't want organic food or medicine to come down this line. That'll go downstairs, and if I go down, it comes out here, and the food feeds in there, the medicine feeds in there. We don't have any yet, but it gets it off the line and it doesn't clog up our system. I think I've set these ports. Yep, that's food, and that one's medicine. Cool, neat. And then I don't think it's going to be a problem coming out of this facility, because I'm not sure that this is where those type of things are dropped off. But it may be a problem coming out of the Expedition Control Center. I'll see how that works. It looks like we're low on orange science again, so I will pop in and just grab that. And that pumps things up a bit. How are we doing? 87% towards the mushroom farm upgrade. That is good. So let's see about outposts. First urgent contract. On Earth, 20 modular frames. I have a lot. It's fair money, but that's it. Well, what the heck. We'll accept it. And let's quickly send it off before we start playing around. Yep, very simple little order. Good. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is go and find a place that's really rich in everything. And the thing is, you can't, it doesn't update live. It kind of picks up as you, yeah, it's once you reach an area, it slowly picks up, even if you're not moving. I have to say, on the other side of the moon, it's not very good at all. There's nowhere that's very good. All right, I think, oh, this doesn't look too bad. There's no aluminium here, though. Oh, wait, there's some. That doesn't look too bad. Let's see if I can get a little bit higher on, yeah, I wanted to get a little higher on silicon. That looks pretty good. Lots of iron there. Okay, I'm trying to balance things out as best I can. Let's send, oh man, how do we launch a probe over there? Alright, so if I click on that, install a probe. Wait, this place doesn't have a lot of helium. Wait, there's helium, but then I drop on other stuff. Alright, I'm going to take a territory probe. I'm going to drop there. Wait, how do I do that? Now it's telling me I got 0 out of 4, but there's 4 of them right there. Alright, a resource probe? Damn it, and the save in progress kicks me out. That's very annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to launch a probe. Is this too far away, maybe? Alright, so I'm going to concentrate a bit on... I'm trying to get a lot of everything. This is ridiculous, man. How can I get my territories marked if I can't mark my territories? Is this maybe just too far away? Resource? Yeah, now if I click it, it says send, but it won't do it up here. Now I've lost my spot. Darn it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that looks strong. Look at all of that. But missing out on titanium. It's such a balancing act. Yeah, but if I click here, nothing happens. Darn it, I want to set up... Yeah, now if I click over here, it works. So obviously there's a distance issue. Maybe something down here that it does not work so well. Or maybe I just need to get the resource probe going. Send? Yeah, it is a distance thing. And all the nice spots are too far away. So all the places with silicon, which is actually what I need, are out of range. Yeah, I can't even do it there. If I try and do something over here, this is also not so good. Well, there's lots of titanium here. Let's have a look at what's around. There's iron. There's that. Actually, will my probe even... Good lord. Let's see if my probe will even reach there. It does reach there. I mean, this is not a great location, but there's titanium and there's some silicon. This area over here is basically just silicon. There's helium here as well. Lots of titanium, a bit of silicon, a very small amount of iron. No, a tiny little bit of aluminium. There is in this area. So let's try the territory probe. Oh, hang on. Let's do this first. In this area, send. Okay, so now we have a probe out here. Territory, we'll mark the territory. I don't know how much this is going to be. Why will it not let me finish? Come on. Okay, so I can... Oh, it's a size thing. Alright, so I can't go very big. And I've wasted one of my probes, or have I? I haven't. Let's try that again. We'll do it around this area. Like that. And like that. And like that. And back. Send. Right, now that we've marked off the area, what do we do with it?
Research complete.
We finished some research. If I go... Well, I might as well move one of the trucks. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm probably going to have to take stuff. So I'm not going to move the truck. Set a route. Departure point. The base. Delivery. That's still the base. Alright. That's not how it works. Do I have to do something else with this territory to establish it? I'm not sure. Let's go and see what the research was. Mushroom farm upgrade. Good. Let's go and do that immediately. I think I will... No, they're 45,000. They're quite expensive. But we'll do 2 of them. Nah, let's do 4. What the heck, eh? It's only money. We got a contract delivering. It automatically set it to this. Alright. Let's do this. We're going to need to unlock that. Let a whole bunch of those out. And probably upgrade belts. It's not really that important for this. It's only 40 items. Although it is painfully slow. I could just speed up time. Yeah, I think that should be enough. So I will close that again. And let's follow these guys. They're coming around and around. Oh, and I figured out how to stop the drones from bringing materials in here. Oh, it was actually only 20. This button over here. Robot maintenance. Internal warehouse robots. Yep, there you go. You can just stop the robots from delivering. Now, where am I with this contract? Was there a deadline? Yeah, 9 days. All right, that's fine. We'll get there. All of these things are coming in. Oh, they're done. All right, well, that's it. So now all of these items are going to come out of here because they're not used, and they're going to head back down this line and back into their box, just as it was designed. And then over time, I'm going to upgrade all of these belts to the max. It's very expensive, but it's fine. There we go. Got 100,000. Did I need to actually do some other kind of research? Like maybe this outpost structures? Oh, that increases the number of available building slots. I mean, I could queue it up. I will. Oh, there's some kind of scanning going on here. And there's now a little line. Oh, there you go. 6,733 per month. It obviously has to finish the terrain scanning. And once that is done, that button, well, maybe an outpost. Hey, it looks like we're going to get an outpost going. And the scanning is finished. Now, I don't know if the scanner probe that I dropped down did anything, or maybe it was just the territory probe that did that scanning. But now we can send materials. Territory area 100. I don't know what kind of resources we're going to get there, but hey, we're going to start a territory. Let's build that outpost. Set a route. Let's grab departure point will be from the base, and we'll grab one of the idle ones. Aurora sounds good. Then they have to pick up all of that. Okay, building an outpost requires significant effort and resources. Send a cargo truck with the necessary materials on it. Yeah, okay. I think I've got that under control. Yeah, I've done that. Once the outpost is ready, you'll gain access to building construction. This will also require resources which can be delivered from your base. Set up a route for a cargo truck. Okay, so once that is established, we'll be able to do other stuff. Fair enough. If you need to retrieve the resources extracted at the outpost, build a route to your base and assign it to an available cargo truck. An outpost is not only a great investment, but also a chance to move part of the industry beyond the base. Good luck, director. Right. Fill all and assign. And is this Aurora? It is. Okay, so Aurora will go to the base. Wow, everyone's coming into the base all at the same time. Now, is this going to go into the Expedition Control Center? Do I have to load that up myself? I don't know. We will find out. This is the first time I'm doing this. I am going to send my vehicle. I wonder if it doesn't have something to do with areas that I've already scanned. Let's send you to go and do a scan up here, because I think that's where that nice area was. Yeah, no, it's further north. Oh, look at that. It's yeah, this is quite a cool area up here. All right, so I'm going to send this one to go up there. Come on, let me select. We'll run a geological scan there as well. All right, is this Aurora coming in? They are going into the Expedition Control Center. There you go, Aurora's in. If I click on this, yep, it tells me all of these things. I think I might need to buy myself some more drones. I somehow got, I got 2 back somewhere. Don't know where. This is not, yeah, I'm not going to run the belts. I will just, oh, I can't click on main, oh, it's automatically delivering. Yeah, the drones are delivering. Cool. Okay, it looks like more modules are off. Let's go and see. I know about those 4. And we have another mine that's done. So that can be removed. And that belt can be removed. And I will leave the power lines because I have no idea if we're going to use them again. But that means that there's one more somewhere. And that, oh yeah, that's the carbon fiber factory that's offline. Ah, duralumin plates are up a bit. How are we doing over here? This one is still fine. The rest of them are good. We still have some space in there. We just need to use more aluminium. And I have already upgraded a couple of these machines to tier 2. There's the tier 2. That's another 35,000. And I might be collecting a little bit too much aluminium. No, not really. Just empty that box out a little bit faster. Because I don't want that filling up. If this backs up, it basically will stop the entire line. Don't really want that. Is Aurora almost ready? Yeah, it's loading. It's loading well. Good. Now, the one thing I haven't added to the research yet, still, is the ability to make drones. I really should do that. It takes a heck of a lot of blue science and orange, but I think it's important. Aurora is loaded and on its way out. Excellent. Now, if you are going to have a lot of trucks, maybe it's a better idea to have multiple cargo docks to keep things flowing. But I don't know, maybe these outposts will do something. I think I need to speed this up. And while things are going, let me go in and get myself a couple more drones. How much are they at the moment? Oh, they're super expensive. If I just get two. Two's good. Yeah, let's buy those. Food is going up again. Nice. Medicine is... well, everything's pretty good, really. Energy cells, we're going to get to that because we're going to get helium. Speaking of helium, I might want to do... Well, let's see how the outposts work. Because I think that's where you get the helium from. And I am out of territory probes. Yeah, let's do 4 of those. And we'll throw another one of these in. Let those all get built. They're quite expensive. But we have the material, so no problem. Yeah, medicine is good. All right, come on, Aurora. Let's get going. And a cargo pod is ready. I will drop you down over there. And that's a couple of little drones. I think maybe this is more important now, the outpost structures, than the MDR, and actually the drones are also. Now I have, yes, there's the helium harvester. I've already researched it. It has upgrades. Outpost transport node allows the outpost transport hub to service multiple harvesters simultaneously. Okay, so I assume then that it will be able to do one. Let's get ourselves a helium harvester. And that's a big vehicle, so down here. And it's not crazy expensive. I think I have everything for it. Maybe the duralumin plates? No, we've got those. Cool. And Aurora has left the building and is on its way. There it is. Nice. What are you doing over here? Oh, you ran out of juice. That's fine. They'll get going again in the morning. You could have a whole bunch of them, but then you're going to spend all your time chasing them and having to scan new areas constantly. Otherwise, they'll sit here and notify you that they're not doing anything. Right, we have an urgent contract available. Modular terminals and titanium. I have both of them. It's on Earth. We get science. And we get a bit of money as well. Accept it. And we will send the resources. And that should all fit into one smile. I'm going to change the landing site to the landing platform, so I don't complicate my life. Full. Yep. Send. Everything seems to be running pretty smoothly here. Contract completed. Yes. Nice. More science. This starting to back up yet? Not quite. That is though, so very nice. And Aurora should be just about there. Where are you? Aurora is there. Okay, the sun should be coming out soon, so this guy will move out of the way. Right, Alpha. Oh, there we go. Available for extraction, 8,302 helium. So what do I do with that? Available slot, helium extractor. Oh, look at that. You can have a whole new base here. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go straight for helium then. Why not? We have... How many slots do we have to build? Can we just build everything? I have everything that I need to build this, but that's going to need power. That makes 20 power. That RTG makes 30, but quite a lot more expensive. The storage uses some power as well. There's even a regolith refinery here that produces oxides. Alright, I think I'm going to go with this. We'll start with that, and then we'll add that. And we'll select a route. The vehicle will be, I suppose, Aurora. Maybe we can have more from base to Outpost Alpha. Still all... I don't know if I should patrol for this one, because, I mean, it's not going to bring that all the time, is it? Let's just assign that route. Let's see if we can find another idle guy. Atlas. That can go from the base to Alpha. We'll set that to patrol. Or maybe not. I don't know how this works exactly. Now we'll switch. We'll just fill and send. If we do happen to double up, then that's not a problem. So look at that. We have our first outpost. And we're building stuff in it. So what else is going to be important? I don't know if... Wait, hang on. I've got 2 of these guys very close to each other. Let's see. Maybe I could send one of them. Okay, this is a titanium area. And so is that. I do want silicon. So maybe I can send one of these guys to like over here. And then set a truck. I think I've got another spare one. Set a truck to go to there. And we'll set up a regolith refinery. And then we can just bring... Oh, I'm going to have to set up a delivery into our system for the oxides. Yes. I'll work that out. I'm going to have to think that through in my head. We could build another building. Let's see what's going to be good. I don't think I'm going to have people there for now, but a storage would probably be a good idea. Yes. And then this one, I don't know if I'm right here, but let's fill all and assign routes. We're just reassigning Aurora to go and pick up everything that we need. Right, and I'm going to speed this up a lot so that I can get things moving there. And let's maybe do some contracts. Ooh, hello. Behemoth. Oh, they're on their way back out. And we have a vehicle already coming in here. That's Atlas. And Atlas is going to pick up the stuff that we need to take out to the new outpost. Had I known what I was doing, I might have looked for a place with better helium. But that's fine. It's our first one. We're figuring things out. We have 2 with lots of research. And I think I could do both of them. This has 5-day delivery. And I have plenty. So accept, send the resources, fill that order, and send. Yeah, that's fine. My robots aren't busy with other stuff. Let's have a look at the other one. That's this one. 300 of these. I have plenty. More science. I will, that's 5 days as well. Well, this is going to be pushing it. And this is going to require 3 small ones. Yeah, 2 big ones won't do it, so 3 small ones. Send, send, and send. We are going to be pushing the limits. But as you can see, things are going pretty well. I think I did a research to increase the speed of the drones. Wait, where is that? Yeah, that one. So the cargo drones now go 15% faster. Well, that one's out. Done. Fantastic. We're going well. Contract, how long do we have? 3 days. Ah, piece of cake. That one's already gone. And this one is loading. And that's done. A walk in the park. And we'll grab that. Let's head over, do some more. There's one with blue science. Oh, that's on the moon. Pity. Yeah, 448 fuel. That will give us blue science, which we need. And we've got 11 days to load it. 448 is going to be quite a few. Maybe I can do that via the flight control center. Well, we don't really need to. We've got plenty of time. So let's send that one and see how much it's going to weigh. 17 tons. You know, if I changed it to that one, it would only be 2. And it's only 1 item. And it's fuel. So I've done fuel before. I have that line set up already. So let's that. And then we're going to have to go and unlock our fuel. I didn't even check that we had enough fuel, did we? Ooh, I'm getting rid of a fair bit of it. Let's open that up. And there goes the fuel. And as you can see, the drones are not delivering here. So these are going to fill up super fast. And if you watch what happens with the second one, once this one is lifted off, the fuel is still flowing through. But as the second one is about to land, it automatically starts filling up again. And the ship's not here, so it's going to be pretty much full before the ship gets here. So the ship will be able to land and immediately take off, just like that. Perfect. There are benefits, although it's not completely automated. We'll just lock that up, and then all the fuel will run through the system and flow back into the boxes. Contract completed. Record time, and we've got more blue science. Lovely. We are almost finished with Assembler Upgrade 1. Outpost structures, I think that's fine for the next one. Although we need to start looking a little more seriously at the outpost stuff. There's an outpost fuel generator. Okay, well, I'm not making fuel at the outposts. I do need to get rid of this bio thing so that I can start making fusion reactors. But also not terribly important. Looking further along, we could do the regolith refinery upgrade. There's Outpost Structures 1, which we are busy doing, and that will lead us to storage upgrade. Wait, what package was delivered? Oh, right, it's the truck waiting on the outside for this one to finish. And we can have more structures and more structures. From a social side, we do have, what is that, gaming center, and then territory purchase license. Reduces the land purchase cost by 25%. Let's queue up this gaming center thing, because we are going to, it's a little bit of a snag with the green. But that means we have to queue up the AI research. Oh my word. There's always something. Well, let's do that one then. We want to get down here. We do eventually need to get everything. There's an outpost living block so we can send people out there. Holographic table. There's lots of decorations. And then we get down to these. Or allow us to sell our extra science. Yeah, okay. We're not there yet. Today's about outposts. So let's... Oh, I see we have... Wait, Atlas is sitting here. Oh, is that mean it's delivered? It appears so. Alright, there are resources here. No, there aren't. These are resources. What are you delivering, dude? A whole bunch of things. Oh, harvester control. Slots available 1. There's our helium harvester that was built and I missed it. That's going to have to come over to actually harvest the helium. Got it. This is, yep, sorted. So we can only have 1 now, but we can increase that with upgrades. And now our storage is done and we can store helium-3. And we have materials here. So we'll just hold on to those in this area so that we can build other things when we're able to. But that's great. So I don't think we need to have 2 trucks assigned to this area. Let's do this test. First I need to go and check that I have the probes. I do have 4 of these territory probes and I have a resource probe. Yep, okay. So now that we've scanned this area, are we able to launch territory probes? Alright, first of all, let's just check this zone out. The further you go north, the better things seem to look. This looks like a super good spot, but I cannot do anything with it. If I launch a probe over here, I can't, it's too far. Do I have to expand out from this area? So if I went like that, no, that's weird. I need range. And it might be an upgrade. I'll have to go and look for it. If I tried to do something over here, yep, that's still too far away. And I've scanned those areas. So yeah, it's got nothing to do with scanning. But if I want to have outposts further away, it might be a bit of a problem. Oh, we finished some research. Let's go and see. Oh, urgent contract on Earth, silicon and titanium plates. That's fine. That's easy enough. We'll accept that contract. Let's go and get it done. We'll send the resources. And I'm going to change my landing pad to the landing platform. Cargo pod to that one, right? Yep. Send. Okay, the research. Outpost structures. Interesting. That means we should have the ability to make more structures, you would think. Hey, look at that. There's our helium harvester, named Horizon. Oh, it's the new Horizon. So, looking in here, this is the territory probe. The upgrade for the territory probe increases the maximum number of probes when making an area for scanning. That's not really what I'm interested in. Yeah, if anyone knows, drop a comment. I want to know how to be able to get territories further away from my base. But we are going to need to bring helium in because we want to build these energy cells. And energy cells they're not the most expensive things, but you're going to use them for something. And that's probably going to be under power for the fusion generator. That uses energy cells. But the fusion generator is very pricey. Very, very pricey. But it does make 1,000 energy. That's massive. That's like 50 RTGs that are currently upgraded. Okay, contract completed. Cool. And our money is going up again. And we need more blue signs, so let's sort out that because I've got money. So we can grab this one and say, okay. See, what are we doing? Drone manufacturing. Yes, finally. I think I'm going to move AI research above the MDR upgrade, the speed upgrade. I don't think I need that too much. But I am probably going to need the helium harvester. Boy, that takes a lot of blue science. Helium harvester upgrade. Increases extraction speed by 20%. Don't know if that's crazy important right now. I think this transport node might be more important. Because then we may be able to get an MDR allocated into that area as well. Let's do that one. I'll move that up. Our monthly report. Yep, there's our territory rent now. Cool. Really, these costs aren't that high, considering what we get in on each contract. And we are still not using up all the aluminium. Upgrade that and that and that. Let's see how that goes. I'll have to add another smelter upgrade to the research at some point. Our drones are idle. Let's go and see if we can do something with them. Maybe we can add some more of these. Yeah, I suppose we're going to have outposts all over the place, so we can do that. We can throw that in. I'm honestly not sure what this resource probe does. Maybe I should try in an area that I haven't actually scanned yet. So if I was to take one of these resource probes and send it there, and that is going to actually do a scan. So you use that instead of the rovers. Actually not bad. Maybe I can do one up here as well. I have another one. Will I be able to go that far? No, I will not. I suppose we could do one down here. It doesn't look like there's very much there. Nah, not a great area. Not going to bother. It looks like I could upgrade a few more of these machines because we're still not quite keeping up. Food is steadily going up. So now I've upgraded all of them. Maybe it's because the engineers are working on these machines and making them produce faster. I'm going to need to keep an eye on that one. Maybe I can set a minimum. Oh, I can't set minimums in this. Oh, that's unfortunate. But what I could maybe do, if there's space, just to make sure that food is secure, put one of these in over here, set it to be for the organics, and then pop a belt in from there to there. Build it. So that will be like permanent storage for organics. And it will fill up and there'll always be some as long as these are producing. That just means that less will go through here for now, which is fine. I'd rather have my people live. And soon we'll be able to do away with these two little hydroponic farms that we've got here. Otherwise, everything else is good. Our resources are still strong. We're going to need to get rid of steel and concrete soon. Let's see. How are we doing over here? Extraction takes 12 weeks. We'll get 8,278 helium. Oh wait, it looks like we've got some already. We got 24. Nice, we got 24 helium. So Atlas, maybe Atlas can bring the helium back, but I need to set up helium storage first. And then I've got to figure out how it comes in. I assume by truck. Where does it go to? I assume the cargo dock. And then I've got to route it to some kind of storage somewhere. And I have this extra port here that I can use. Maybe just as... Well, I could just bring that in here. Let's bring that out to there. I'm going to then set this one to be only helium. Bring that through to there. Build it. And then I'll sort out helium storage downstairs near the elevator. Let's do that. So this is the elevator. Let's go have a look at storages. I'm pretty sure I've researched it. Yes, I have. There it is. Helium storage. Now, where are the ports for this? And how much am I going to need? And where should I put it? I think I will put it... Let's give a little bit of space. Put it like that. Conveyor. Wait, where is the... There's no ports on this thing. Oh dear. I think I might need to break that down and put it somewhere else. I don't know where... How to store helium. Because it is a gas. There definitely isn't anywhere to plug it in. Maybe this is in the wrong place and it needs to be upstairs. Give me one moment. This is helium storage, but I'm honestly not sure how to use it because you can store helium in the normal storage boxes. So let's get one of these. And now that that's broken down, I can do... I'll give it a little bit of space in case I need to whip over that way. So I'll bring conveyor belts from there into there. That will then be helium. And I'll build that belt. Not sure what this helium storage thing is all about. Unless it's storing the gas, but I don't know how that works. And then we can select that resource to be helium-3. There we go. And that holds 1,024. Back to the map. How much do we have? Outpost, we have... There's extracting happening. We have 48 helium-3. So, I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm not going to use fuel. So let's take Atlas and set up a route where we will take that material back to my base and fill all. I suppose set a route. So we'll assign that route. Like I said, I don't know if it's the right thing, but it's the thing that we're doing. So there they go. Awesome. Right, I have 2 idle trucks. Let's slow everything down and I'm going to see if I can find something with... Oh, look at that. That will solve a few problems. It's a fair bit of money. There's no science though. And we only have 5 days to load that. That's huge. That's a lot of weight. I might be able to do that. Let's take that as a challenge. I'm going to send resources. It's going to the flight control center with the big one. How many big ones is it going to need? 42. So it will need 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one, yep. Let's do that. It's certainly going to drop these numbers, which is exactly the goal. And we'll go over to here and we will open that one and that one. And there it all goes. It's going to travel around. Now the first one's going to take a moment to load. But once that has loaded, let's speed it up a bit. It should be pretty quick after that. And so it begins. And I think everything on this side has been fully upgraded, so it will be very fast even when coming back. Yeah, there you see them. Number of days, 3 days left. Wow, I don't know, huh? I'm not even sure if one of them's lifted off yet. Must have, because there was some stuff returning. Right, that one's off. The only problem is the amount of time that it takes for the next ship to appear in the sky. So maybe worthwhile perhaps having 2 or more of these flight control centers. You gotta be kidding me, is that the last one already? Hold on, how much time do we have left? 2 days. This may actually be the last one coming in, it can't be. But it's loading as quickly as it can, but it's still not fast enough. 1 day left, and I don't think that this is the last one. Well done, I'm not gonna get the bonus, I don't think. I'll still get the 249,000. How's Aurora doing? Oh, it's Atlas, sorry. Atlas is bringing back our first Helium 3. And this one, it's only loading the steel though. And that's why it's going a little slower, because there's concrete between the steel, because I've opened both. Yeah, and everybody's arriving at the same time, so they're going to be sitting on the outskirts waiting. Okay, that one is done. And these bolts over here are running furiously. Come on, there's another one. Yeah, you see, this is not exactly working, because it does take time to get around. So I could watch each one and go, okay, open that box, close that box, open the other box for the next resource. Yeah, we have not met that target, but we still have 25 days. We'll definitely do it in that time. Right, we have 2 vehicles sitting outside, still 2 vehicles, and one of them is the Helium. So Strider is going to wait until this is offloaded. That might mean that having the cargo thing down here somewhere closer to the entrance might be a better idea than having it all the way up there. That will improve the throughput, because the other one still has to come through after this is finished before we get the Helium in. Oh, I'm wasting science points. No, I'm not. Oh, that's because they've zeroed out. And my gosh, there's another one. I think this is the last one. We don't actually have science, so that is the problem. We're okay there. Let's take that one and that one. And I have enough money, I could have just taken all of them. Right, who are you? That's Strider, and over here is Atlas with our first Helium 3. Now, I could have had a Helium 3 buffer storage up here, but nah, that's fine. That can all be downstairs. And how much do we have right now at our outpost? 12. It's slow, but we can do upgrades. There we go. Atlas is arriving with our first Helium 3. And we finished a contract. Cool. There you go. There's the Helium. And then we go downstairs. And the Helium's coming out. And we have our first Helium. And it will appear there. There we go. Very, very nice. Now, I don't know if I'm going to add it to the production upstairs. I think it might be a good idea. I could always bring a belt in. Or I could just add it from upstairs into our big storage area. Oh, there you go. We achieved quite a bit in this episode. We have an outpost, and we are mining Helium 3. We have our Helium harvester, and we're bringing Helium back automatically from our new territory, and we'll be doing upgrades. So that was good progress. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts, and let me know if I've missed anything. I've got to the point now where I'm doing things that weren't in the first version that I played, so like Outposts, I'm having to figure it out. But I think we did okay. We got our first Outpost going. We've got lots of research still to do. We are getting research points. I'm going to need to up that, so I'll probably do some contracts between episodes. Try not to progress too much, but I'll keep an eye on things. Oh, right, I need to close these. So all of this stuff can cycle in, and I've caused myself a blockage. Oh, I wonder how that happened. Like, gridlock. I'm going to have to pause that. In the next episode, we're going to continue to expand. Let's see if we can fix this. Reset stuck object. There's something further up the line that's stuck. Oh, that's the problem. All right, well, I can fix that pretty easily. We'll pop that in there. As you can see, both of these boxes are full. I wasn't really watching. We'll connect that in there. So from there to there. Build that. Dismantle that piece. And I'm going to grab this and plug it into there. Build. Set this to be aluminium. I can let that play and that problem will be fixed. There's a problem coming over here as well. I have to add a container onto that. Or do some contracts. But I think as soon as that is built, this will start unblocking. There you go, and everything moves. I thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!